fragile girl turned Hollywood's brightest flame, Marilyn Monroe's journey was filled with beauty, scandal, heartbreak, and mystery. Let's uncover the unforgettable story behind the legend. Marilyn Monroe was not born a star. She entered the world on June 1, 1926, as Norma Jeane Mortensen in Los Angeles. Her childhood was filled with instability, foster homes, and loneliness. Her mother, Gladys, struggled with mental illness, and her father was absent. That fragile little girl grew up longing for love and safety, but fate was already shaping her into an icon. At 16, to escape foster care, Norma Jeane married James Dougherty. Yet the young bride dreamed of something beyond domestic life. When her husband left for military service, she began working in a munitions factory. There, a photographer noticed her beauty. Soon, her photographs appeared on magazine covers. Norma Jeane was transforming, and by 1946, she signed her first studio contract. She dyed her brown hair blonde, changed her name to Marilyn Monroe, and stepped into a world where dreams glittered but shadows followed close behind. Her early roles were small, but her presence was undeniable. In 1950, a brief appearance in The Asphalt Jungle made critics notice her. By 1953, films like Niagara, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and How to Marry a Millionaire made her a superstar. She became the ultimate sex symbol, famous for her curves, platinum hair, and breathy voice. But behind the glamorous smile was a woman struggling with self-doubt, exploitation, and the burden of being objectified. Marilyn was far more than Hollywood's dumb blonde stereotype. She was intelligent, witty, and determined to be respected as a serious actress. She studied at the Actors Studio in New York under Lee Strasberg, challenging herself to break free from shallow roles. In 1955, she even founded her own production company, Marilyn Monroe Productions, a bold move for a woman in that era. This showed her hunger for independence and creative control. Her personal life, however, was full of turbulence. Marilyn married 3 times. Her second marriage, to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio in 1954, attracted enormous media attention. But Joe was uncomfortable with her public image, and their marriage lasted only 9 months. Her third marriage, to playwright Arthur Miller in 1956, seemed promising. Miller admired her mind as well as her beauty. Yet their relationship also crumbled under the weight of her insecurities and his frustrations. Fame brought pressure, and Marilyn began struggling with anxiety, insomnia, and dependence on pills. She was often late to film sets, sometimes unable to perform, which led to clashes with studios. Still, her charisma was so magnetic that audiences forgave her. Movies like Bus Stop and Some Like It Hot revealed her brilliance as a comedic and dramatic actress. In fact, her performance in Some Like It Hot is still celebrated as one of the greatest in film history. Marilyn was also entangled with powerful men, most famously President John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert. Her sultry performance of Happy Birthday, Mr. President, in 1962 at Madison Square Garden shocked the world and fueled endless rumors about her secret affairs. This connection added mystery to her life, but also danger. By the early 1960s, her health and emotional state declined. She was fired from the film Something's Got to Give for her erratic behavior, though she was rehired shortly before tragedy struck. On August 5, 1962, Marilyn Monroe was found dead at her Los Angeles home from a barbiturate overdose. Officially ruled a probable suicide, her death remains surrounded by speculation. Was it an accident, intentional, or part of a darker conspiracy involving politics and power? Marilyn was only 36 years old, yet in that short time, she had become a symbol of beauty, desire, and vulnerability. She embodied Hollywood glamour, but she also revealed its cruelty. Fans adored her, critics doubted her, and men desired her, but very few truly understood her. Even decades later, she remains one of the most recognizable and fascinating figures in popular culture. Her image, the white dress billowing over a subway grate in The 7-Year Itch, Her radiant smile on magazine covers, her haunting eyes in candid photos, continues to inspire countless books, films, songs, and tributes. Marilyn Monroe is no longer just a woman. She is a legend, a myth, and a reminder of both the beauty and the tragedy of fame. Her story of fame and fragility echoes forever. For more timeless Hollywood tales and legends like Marilyn, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Age Echoed today.